Hi, everybody. Spiritual transmission is the energy that comes from an awakened person. It helps us to align with the frequency of the realized self, of your true nature. When you recognize that a teacher or a guru or a spiritual leader is emanating this transmission, use it for what it's meant to do. Let the transmission align you with your true nature. Don't let it confuse your mind in such a way that you might imagine that the teacher is an incarnation of God that is perfect in any way, in every way. Do not deify a spiritual leader. Transmission is useful, but it doesn't say anything about the person, the personality, and the human evolutionary path that that teacher is on. If there is no emotional maturity, intellectual maturity in that spiritual leader, if they haven't been exposed to regular life and healed their own trauma and revisited and explored their own value system so that they become a better person, then you can be sure that the techniques and practices that might be advocated by that spiritual teacher can be fraught with blockages, biases that are held by that teacher in their personality. Try not to confuse the potency of spiritual transmission with where the person, the personality of that spiritual leader is at. Their own human evolution might or might not be something that they are taking responsibility for. It's wise to work with teachers who do consider their human evolution as an important part of their own soul's journey. Teachers who take care of their human development will look for feedback, will apologize when they have hurt or offended or disrespected somebody. They will go for help. They will have peer support. They will seek objectivity in order to grow as human beings. There is much to learn in the relative world. And in the non-dual teachings, the relative is a manifestation of the absolute. The relative is just as important as the absolute. And how the absolute shows up in the relative is determined by the intelligence, maturity that is in our own personhood. You know, spiritual leaders who are very familiar with working with energy can control it, can modify it, can amp it up, can dial it down in order to use transmission of spiritual energy for their own purposes. That happens too. I don't know if it's wrong or right. That's for you to figure out. My jury is out on that one. And so, regardless of how you feel in the presence of a spiritual leader, know that what they are transmitting is the energy that emanates from their divine self, which is exactly what you have within you. Exactly the same frequency is within you. The only difference is that your mind hasn't recognized it yet. Spiritual leaders can assist you for sure, but hold on to your autonomy. Use your own discernment to find out what is useful and what is not. Surrender to your own inner divine essence. Not to an individual who has a frequency that you already have within you. Catch you downriver.